want to take you back, and when you look at Ezekiel 37, Ezekiel had a vision like many of us have of our black communities. They're just dry. They don't have any emotion. They have no feeling. They are as if they are the living dead, laying around. You see them standing around, waiting for a drug dealer to pass a cellophane bag to them. Laying around, standing, waiting for somebody to give them something. You go in the restaurant and there's a homeless person meeting you on the street. And you see them every day. That's their job, to be there, begging. Along the expressway, when you come up, you're trying to make your turn, and there they are, asking for whatever you can give them. You know that some are hype, some are nothing, but just people. And you don't see them as humans. You just see this desolation. You see this devastation. You get frustrated. I don't want to deal with them. So when Ezekiel, God said, let me show you a vision. I know, first of all, Ezekiel looked at the situation like we do. He's like, oh, these people are dead. They don't vote. They don't work. They don't go to school anymore. Parents, Reverend Jackson said, take your child to school. Well, they got to get up to take them anywhere. And so I know how Ezekiel, he's looking like, what in the world is this? Why are you just showing me this? I already know. It's just devastation. They're not going anywhere. They're dead. You wonder, how am I going to organize these people? They're disconnected. They're disconnected now since COVID from church. They don't go. They wait for you to hype them up. So they go to entertainment venues like they're accustomed to. But even there, they're not connecting to anything. And so Ezekiel saw dry bones. And it was if they were in a war zone. Because the bodies were just everywhere. Bones over here, bones over there, bones back there. And he's looking, and so he's looking through human eyes, looking the way so many pastors. You got a church in the middle of a food desert. And you don't even know it. You see the people as not anymore, as if they don't exist. Ezekiel saw bones. He did not see people that need to be resurrected. He did not see people that had jobs and lost them. He did not see people that, I've been fighting for a living wage until I've just given up because nobody will give it to me. He didn't see what existed. So God said, let me lift you up that you might have a real vision of them with my power. And so I know pastors are constantly, I need to grow my church. No, you need to grow your community. You need to see that in your community there are no places for you to even get gas. You can drive through the black community in Chicago on the west side and there won't be a gas station for 5 miles. What are people supposed to do? The buses don't run on schedule because they don't see those people as necessary to get them from one place to the next. But if you live on the Gold Coast, North Michigan Avenue, I used to live down there. They were glad when I left. But they had you had a little schedule. The Streeterville ran on a schedule. You could set your day by the Streeterville bus schedule. You live on 79th Street, bus comes when it feels like it. Because they don't see us as humans, as people needing to go one place to another. And so God said, Ezekiel, come, let me lift you up that you might have a mountaintop view of the possibility of this. Let me just show you in a vision. Let me just explain to you. I can connect those bones. I can put life back into those bones. I can give them purpose, and you can, but you got to decide to connect to them. See them as possibly being regathered together. Don't see them as worthless. Don't see them as dead and lifeless. Don't see them as no possibility. See these children for what they can be if you would just work with them. And so he gives him a formula for organizing. First of all, you got to reconnect people. The bones were already scattered, so you got to connect the bones together. We're so scattered as a people. The people that are doing fairly well don't want to be with the people that are not doing well at all. You don't want to live with them because it's stressful. You don't want to see them. You don't want to know their names because you don't want to connect to them. So you have a church in the middle of a marginal community. Pastors drive in and out. Don't walk that block because you're scared. You don't want to know homeboy, homegirl. You don't want to engage with them. The church is open on Sunday. Now that we have all this remote worship, you're not dealing with them Monday through Friday. You don't know they didn't eat lunch. No, they didn't start the day with breakfast. So you send them to a school that has no breakfast for them unless they announce that they're poor. So now you ask them to pay attention and they're hungry because they didn't have dinner last night. The church is just sitting there as a building that is not open for them. And so when you look at Ezekiel, God lifts him up and he starts connecting the bone. You got to connect the little gang members to the community. So they said, this is our community. This is not your little turf that you shoot people that come in and out of it and you get nothing for it but a possibility of an arrest or death. We have to see those bones being able to come together. God said, you can do this, but you got